Palma. Oh,
Oh, man.
that's unfair, and Palma 7 points in the game. To Del Fuentes.
Oh, wow.
Ilagan takes the shot and knocks it down. Maloria is open. 3-point.
My goodness!
Face a jumper by Robin Celis.
Caballero has time.
Just posterized by Scott.
After that thrilling matchup between Abra and San Juan, we still have one more game dito sa Caloocan Sports Complex. It's the Caloocan Batang Caloo chasing a top 4 finish in the regular season in the north. They host Asia Miranda and the rest of the Ilagan Isabela 5-star Cowboys. The 5-star Cowboys trying to finish the season above 500. Jeff Manday and the rest of the Batang Caloo, on the other hand, want to get closer to that number 4 seed in the north. Yan po ang laban natin. Ilagan Isabela taking on Caloocan in our main game ngayong Huwebes. It's been quite a day dito sa MPBL. Magandang gabi po mga kaliga sa Tupas. Kasama si Christian Luanson, kasama din natin si Mika Abisamis, and we're live on YouTube, pusup.com, and of course on Solar Sports. And Christian, what a day so far after that Abra San Juan game. May game pa pala.
It's been a day of extremes. if I'm gonna perfectly describe it, it was a completely forgettable game, that first game, until it became unforgettable. And that second game, especially that legendary performance of Encho Serrano to still be, propel his team to still be the number 1 team in the league.
Kaya nga, diretso tayo sa ating team standings ngayon because that shows you that Abra is number 1 at the moment.
Yeah, and they will stay there.
They will stay there. They're expected to stay there.
They have 3 more games remaining. My math serves me right, tama. And obviously
They could clinch the record for the best finish
ever
in the regular season.
Ever, right?
But may 22-0 dito nangyari na 21-0 pala yan.
Tama.
Pero they are poised for a 28-1 finish
Right.
this season. And
But, with the game at hand, 2 teams in the North Division, Caloocan 18-7, has a great chance to finish in the top 4 because you see the logjam between them. Pasay, who's number 4 to this moment. Pangasinan 18-8, Pampanga 18-8. Who would have thought Pampanga would be, at this point, would be a play-in team? But Caloocan, with only 7 losses, has an excellent chance to secure the top 4. You saw Ilagan of trying, to stay in the play-in, with those with their record, but obviously important games for both of them.
oh no, well, Ilagan already clinching play-in spot, but will they secure the number 8? Because
Right.
that is still the question
Right.
here. And for Ilagan, it's been quite the season for them. This is their first season in the league. It's been a roller coaster ride for them. And they've been riding on Art de la Cruz because this team is going to go wherever Art de la Cruz takes them. And he had a triple-double in his last game, Art de la Cruz, in leading itong Ilagan to that win over Marikina.
There's no doubt in my mind that Art de la Cruz is the man for Ilagan. You look at the numbers in the last game. Yes, it was against a weaker opponent in Marikina, but still, to finish with a triple-double, and let alone to average 14 and 10 and 6 before that triple-double, it just tells you the importance of an Art de la Cruz each game to show up. Because if he doesn't show up, usually they end up on the other side, which is losing. So an important game like this against Caloocan, playing away, it's going to be important for them to have Art de la Cruz play his A game.
Yeah, definitely. And let's go to Mika for a report on Caloocan. Real Cervantes, on the other hand, has been, ito sa mga veterano na inaasahan dito for Caloocan.
And you see Real Cervantes, the highlights right here, getting offensive rebound, The post moves, andun pa rin, no? Yung diin ng kilos nitong si Real Cervantes coming off the bench in the last game, leading all scorers. Pangalawa doon si Paul Sanga, 16, 6, and 2. No, kalaban itong Muntinlupa and Hans Muntinlupa, their 15-game losing streak at that time. But Real Cervantes, we mentioned earlier, yung importansya ng larong ito of continue to secure that fourth seed. It starts tonight.
Yeah, and for Real Cervantes and the rest of the Caloocan Batangang Kalu, this is going to be a tough challenge against Ilagan, priming up for bigger and more important games ahead. Itong dalawang kupunan na to. They go up against each other. Let's go to Richard Campos for the starting lineup.
Pusupi and YouTube channel. Manny Pacquiao's MPBL Season 7. Here are the starters. Let's begin with Ilagan Isabela 5-Star Cowboys. Forward number 42, Dennis Santos. Also at forward number 18, Art De La Cruz. Playing center number 15, Alan the Barbarian Santos. Guard number 11, Don Gumaru. Also at guard number 4, Ajem Miranda. Their head coach, Louis Gonzalez, assisted by Mixon Ramos, Eric De La Cuesta, Ans Robles, Alex Calueng, Ethel Tacorda, coaching consultant Glenn Capasio, the team managers, Vice Mayor Jay Diaz, board member EJ Diaz, Joji Fournier, team governors Ricky Lagui and Joey Fournier, team owners Gio Diaz, Governor Rodito Albano, and Mayor Jay Diaz. And now, get ready to cheer for your Caloocan Batangang Kalu. At guard number 29, Joko Tayuntong. Forward number 11, Paul Sanga. To guard number 7, Jeremy Cabanag. Forward number 1, Romel Calahat. Playing center number 5, Batas Ronnie Machas. The head coach, Mike Sagigit, is celebrating his birthday tonight. Happy birthday! Assisted by Stephen Mopera, Philip De La Cruz, and Mark Orias. Team manager, Mac Robert Dichandu. Team Governor Jeremy Tin, team owners are Dennis Flores and Congressman Oka Malapitan.
Don Gumaru, Aja Miranda, Alan Santos, Art De La Cruz, and Dennis Santos para sa Ilagan Isabela 5-Star Cowboys. Caloocan naman has Joko Tayuntong, Jeremy Cabanag, Ronnie Matias, Paul Sanga, and Romel Calahat. Our officiating crew, Seth Bingo, Leonardo Layosa, Karina Martin, and Zen Manansala as the substitute referee. Coach Mike Sagigit of Caloocan celebrating his birthday today as well. Alam natin ang mga birthday boys. Birthday boy kanina, Enzo Serrano, ganda ng nilaro. Tingnan natin kung...
Kayang sundan.
Oo, kayang sundan.
Oo, pero mabigat yung kay Serrano eh. Ano yun? 4 o 5 birthday na, no? Undefeated. Yung mga big games since he was in college. As mentioned in the second game, Kalahat.
Ang nakakaano pa doon is that natataon sa birthday niya yung mga schedule. Hindi naman siya yung gumagawa ng schedule.
Correct. Ang mabigat, ako ang next question ko dyan, no, lahat yun panalo, pero yung laro ngayon, iba.
Oo.
Best player siya. Best player din kaya siya doon sa mga larong yun. But who cares? What's important is what happened earlier. But now, the game at hand, Kalahat draws first blood at the line to put Caloocan, the home team, on the scoreboard. Nakaupo na tuloy yung kanyang mga kasama.
2 for 2 para kay Romel Calahat. Don Gumaru. Dennis Santos getting another starting nod here. AJ Miranda cuts. Ball is loose, picked up by Paul Sanga. Nabitawan ni Calahat. He recovers. Ronnie Matias, nag-cut si Romel inside. He gets it to go, plus the foul.
That time, off-ball action. No? Kalahat, nakita natin yung first play. Pinostehan niya. Was able to draw the foul. Pero ito, off-ball naman. Galing kay Batas, Ronnie Matias. Kalahat so far, the only scorer in this game, but misses the free throw.
Art De La Cruz secures the rebound. AJ Miranda. Miranda gets it back. Art De La Cruz against Romel Kalahat. Art spins to the other side. Bank shot won't go. Rebound Tayong Tong. Joko. Gumaru, here's Kalahat again. He scores down low. A tough finish galing kay Romel Kalahat. Yes, all 6 points.
Sorry about that, Sidap, but that was a good decision, I thought, by Tayong Tong off a rebound. Got pressured by Art De La Cruz. Kaya medyo na late dun si De La Cruz. Semi-transition, was able to find Kalahat right here. And Dennis Santos underneath. It was caught behind, and the help right there late.
Cabanag. The step back three from Jermer. That's short. Rebound ni Paul Sanga. Back to Cabanag. He lines up a three. Yes! Strong start here para dito sa Batang Caloocan on their home floor. 9-0. De La Cruz pops out, top of the key. Miranda. They blitz Ajem. Alan. Art pulls up. Jumper won't go. Rebound ni Paul Sanga.
This could be a basket timeout situation for Coach Louie and his squad if Caloocan gets into double figures in this possession.
Cabanag. Here's Matias. Go to Tayong Tong. Joko will fire and he scores.
There's the timeout. Little late to set up that triangle offense on the left side. But Tayong Tong, even with a man in front of him, hand down, man down situation.
11-0 to start the ball game in the first 2.5 minutes. Joko Tayong Tong makes it 11-0 para sa Caloocan. Timeout.
Back at the Caloocan Sports Complex for Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League. Talking about two important players in their respective teams, Art De La Cruz and Jeremy Cabarag, former teammates in San Beda. Konti lang daw ang age gap nila, pero parang kuya na daw ni Jeremy si Art dahil sa pagka-senior niya sa laro. Jeremy admitted he was on the bench a lot then, no? But look at him now. Art De La Cruz is amazed that he now calls Jeremy his co-star in the MPBL. So, Coach Chris.
Maraming salamat, Mika. So, the ties that bind these two players, ito si Jeremy Cabanag, has really shown that he is one of the more reliable players dito sa liga natin. Had a really good playoff run last season, and now a battle-tested veteran dito representing Caloocan. Siyempre si Art De La Cruz, came into the league last season with Davao. Now the star of this Ilagan Isabela team. TH2 Malip for three. Unable to break the drought here for Ilagan Isabela. Joko Tayong Tong nakabuelo. Joko using the left hand.
Well, as much as Ilagan has struggled offensively, they have struggled more defensively, because it's one thing not to score, it's another to make the other team score easily. That has been the case so far. Kaya down sila 13-0. This could be 16.
Sanga, no rebound. Tayong Tong. They're just the more active team.
No question.
Caloocan.
Yeah, 3 white shirts there, and yet Tayong Tong, the only orange shirt there, winning the rebound.
And the runner from Art. That doesn't work. And they do have these moments over the course of the season. Itong Ilagan, where they really, really struggle. That has marked their season so far very inconsistent. At times.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back to the thing we said in the pregame about Art de la Cruz, because as good as Art de la Cruz is, I think they still lack a go-to guy, a scorer, like a scorer who you give the basketball to and can create his own shot. Now, Art de la Cruz, he's an all-around player. He can score, he can rebound, he can do a little bit of everything, but he's not exactly a guy wherein automatic you can get a good quality shot off.
Yeah. Fast break of the game is brought to you by Extreme X-Pop personal karaoke speaker, everyday karaoke. Yung alam mong pagtanggap pala ng bola, basket na.
Right.
Yun yung mga tipong player na yan.
Yeah, or at least a decent look, yung mga shot creators na ganon. Now, Dennis Santos, he's a guy who could shoot over people, but you wouldn't say that he's a scorer. He could score. I would say he's a streaky scorer. Like, he could get 7 points in transition, maybe a 3 here and there. But certainly, this Ilagan team will look to improve their roster in the coming seasons.
McCoy Marcos, binabatay ni Irvin Palencia. McCoy able to get away from the D. And finally, Ilagan is on the board.
Finally, they get to score off the second move by McCoy Marcos using the spin.
It's a hold on J-Boy Solis. 13 foul on the Cowboys.
Checks the ball screen right here and uses the spin move and gets a clear lane after the spin.
Ilagan, one of those teams that made changes during the window.
A lot.
Yeah, they brought in Coco Pingoy, Dennis Santos, AJ Miranda, Donald Gumaru. Now, Prince Casin is in the game. Here's one player who has really come alive as well this season para dito sa Caloocan, homegrown player.
Well, he has emerged certainly to be a guy that can be a threat on the floor.
Yeah.
So Prince Casin on both ends.
Absolutely. Tumalib could not get away from Manday. Here's J-Boy Solis, 5 seconds on the shot clock. That ball knocked away by Cervantes. 2 free throws coming up para dito kay J-Boy Solis after the foul on Real Cervantes.
See, I'm not sure. Maybe it's a frustration foul, I don't know, from Real Cervantes. But it looked to me that J-Boy Solis got a bailout right there, because that's something that we don't normally see him do, as he misses that one way short.
J-Boy Solis played under Coach Mike. Man of the game is brought to you by LGR, the official outfitter of the MPBL. 13-3 in the first 5 minutes of this ball game.
We will have a review on the last play.
Close fist ang sinasabi ni Irvin Palencia, kaya i-review on that foul.
On Coco Pingoy.
Right. Tingnan natin dito kung makikita natin. Yun, no? Hindi natin masyado nakita dito, no, kung close fist nga o hindi dun sa angle yun.
It's a tough angle right there.
14, Coco Pingoy is first. And that is
Just
the 14
regular foul on Coco Pingoy.
Junpon Subre replacing Romel Caloocan.
This Caloocan team has depth as well. Hindi nga activated itong si Chris Biton, but Jeff Manday is there.
And
Torres, JJ Manlangit.
And I heard, I think Gabby Espinas is not with the team anymore.
Oh,
I need confirmation, but that's what I'm hearing.
okay. He's the playing head coach for a while.
Let me mind you that usually the things I hear, out of 10 times, 11 mali ako.
Okay. TH2 Manip with a step back jumper. And that one to drop. Isa rin to sa mga players na inaasahan ni Coach Louie. Brought in during the window as well. After after a good start, medyo nag-struggle na rin. So si TH, Jeff Manday. Gets it to Irvin Palencia. 2 seconds on the shot clock. Irvin has to fire. Walang tinamaan, board lang.
Just out of sync offensively, yung limang players nitong Caloocan on that possession. No spacing, usually no flow of the offense. Cervantes, for about 4 to 5 seconds, was calling Prince Casin to load to the other side. It took a while for him to respond, and led eventually to the shot clock winding down and the turnover.
McCoy against Jeff Manday. J-Boy Solis, the handoff to McCoy. They want to go to Art De La Cruz against Real Cervantes. Nice pick by McCoy Marcos, and Art De La Cruz gets the roll on that one.
Not a fan of that defensively. Anytime there's a screen on the block, it's either you got to switch or to double that because there's no space for you to roll. And that time, pinabayaan, Etong si Art De La Cruz after that screen by McCoy Marcos. I believe that was Manday.
J-Boy Solis drives baseline. Nakawala kay Real Cervantes. That's number 2 on Real. J-Boy will go to the free throw line.
He's been aggressive, and that's more of his move rather than you back to the basket, which he got a bailout earlier, fouled by Cervantes. But that quick, rip through the baseline, kaya niya yan.
J-Boy Solis gets the first free throw to drop.
I remember at one point, I think he was with Parañaque.
Yeah.
He was in the top 10, maybe top 3 in the blocks department.
Oh. Early in the season, he was with Parañaque.
Yeah.
15-8. And Palencia able to score on the leak out. Marcos against Casit. Solis with a jumper, that's good. McCoy Marcos has
Created.
has been a difference, has made a difference in this ball game off the bench.
Yeah,
here.
scoring the first 2 points of Ilagan, where they struggled 13-0, and then has made a couple plays setting up his teammates.
Casin. It's a kick ball.
Big ball, shot clock reset.
Reset on the shot clock. Remaining in the first period na kay Irvin Palencia. And they go to Bonsubre against J-Boy Solis. Quick double by McCoy Marcos. Ilagan is in penalty. Sumabit siya doon.
Knocking foul number 6, Mahoy Marcos, penalty. Ilagan Isabela is challenging the last foul of Mahoy Marcos.
Forget about reading lips. I heard exactly what Coach Louie said, which I'm not sure is something I should say.
Challenge here.
Wala namang cursing dun, no?
Yeah.
But it's certainly against one official. Kaya challenge siya to.
15-10. We'll be right back.
Ilagan Isabella's challenge was successful. There was no foul.
Successful challenge for Coach Louie.
Well, this is the part when coaches can be like wives at times. I told you so.
Hirap niyan. Wala, hirap na comparison niyan, Mr. Luanson.
Sacred, huh?
Oh, Manday scores on the layup. Nice movement off the ball and nice pass. Yan kay Real Cervantes, 17-10. J-Boy, they leave him open. No good. Rebound, fought for. Nakuha ni Real. Palencia. Goes to Cervantes. A three. No. Rebound, Manday.
They should try to pound the ball inside. They've had success in doing so, especially that Ilagan is over the limit. Only 3 free throws for Caloocan in this quarter.
Palencia takes the jumper. What are you talking about?
Yeah, who needs free throws when you can hit jumpers even with a hand in your face?
Against the bigger Mark Dyke, Makoy Marcos for 3. Banks it in. Sinadya niya kaya yun?
Yeah, isang mahirap na tira deserves a lucky shot. Ika nga. You know, yung contested shot ni Palencia, penalita naman ng bandang tira sa 3 points ni Makoy Marcos.
19-13, Bunsubre. Gets it to Casin. 7 seconds on the shot clock here. Rinse.
Support pass.
AJ Miranda coming in for Coco Pingoy.
Pingoy has done a great job spelling itong si AJ Miranda. 3-point shot is brought to the extreme. One-stop shop appliances. That's Makoy Marcos with a 3. He's got 5 points in the ball game. 9 Enriquez has come in para kay Prince Casin. Miranda to Dyke. Against Real Cervantes. To Malip. Goes to Dyke. A 3. No. Rebound. Manday. Bunsubre is ahead of the pack, and that's all about effort there. June Bunsubre running the floor, beating everyone. 5 seconds remaining. Miranda, no. Rebound Manday. Almost got that one to go in. A slow start for Ilagan. Caloocan naman. Full steam ahead after an 11-0 start into this ball game. Joko Tayuntong. Romel Calat had 6 early points para dito sa Batang Kangkalu. Joko Tayuntong had 4 early points and they led the way para dito sa Caloocan to take this advantage. Makoy Marcos has 5 of Ilagan's 13. At the end of 1, Caloocan ahead by 8. The Batang Kangkalu overpowered the Muntinlupa Gagers 81-58. This is where Real Cervantes had a stellar game.
You're right.
This is also, I think Caloocan also one of the better rebounding teams in the league. Kaya din maganda yung kanilang record dito.
They had 62 rebounds and they were a plus 19 on the boards. Out of the 62, they had 25 offensive rebounds and was led by the guy who just made the easiest layup so far, Junjun Bonsubre. Yeah. Or also known as Aisel, or sorry, Junjun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good evening, Aisel. So, had 16 rebounds, 8 off the glass, and the second chance points in that game, would you believe, was only 19 to 17. In spite of getting 25 offensive rebounds compared to 12 for Muntinlupa. But, on the other hand, kaya rin maganda yung naging kalamangan nila nun is in terms of attempts. Plus 22 ang Caloocan compared to only 62 attempts, sila 84.
Dyke knocks down the 3, 21 to 16 off the feed from AJ Miranda. Ball knocked away by Dyke. And his last touch on Mark Dyke. Tingnan natin yung nangyari dito. Second pop. Bonsubre got lost in the shuffle. Right deep in libre. Si Mark Dyke.
Well, I think he was expecting a full rotation from the weak side, which made his rotation or his closeout late.
Yung tong Pinoy step na bitawan ng bola, ends up with Manday. Quick release. No. Bonsubre comes away with the offensive rebound. Naagaw ni Tumalip. TH to McCoy. Solis. Balik kay AJ Miranda. They string it over to TH Tumalip. Shot clock down to 7. Marcos out to Tumalip for 3. Got it. Back-to-back hits from beyond the arc for the five-star Cowboys. And just like that, they're only down by 2.
Just undisciplined was the defense that time. No advantage, I thought, on the post. McCoy Marcos, I thought, was defended by a capable defender in Manlangit. Right here. It's not like he was deep inside the post. It was actually well defended. Just undisciplined. That time to help was Enriquez. Opened up the shot with the shot clock winding down. Tumalip makes him pay.
Tumalip has struggled, no? And that could be big for his confidence. 3 seconds. Coach Lou.
Yeah. Siya na yung tumawag eh. Kung may pito lang yun, malamang narinig na natin. You know, every time a late 3-second violation is called, naalala ko si Coach Eric Del Rosario. Yeah, the late Coach Eric, no? Three-time champion dahil I'll never forget a game in the Ultras. You see this drive by Marcos forces a timeout for the birthday coach ni Coach Mike Sagigit. Balikan na lang natin mamaya.
21 all now. The Cowboys catching the Batangkang Kalu napping here. Defensively, Makoy Marcos has been the spark plug off the bench. 7 points para kay Makoy, and we're tied at 21 apiece.
Back at the Caloocan Sports Complex for Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League, it was definitely a huge pressure release for Coach Louie Gonzalez and company to win their last game. Appreciated a few things. Sabi niya, first, Ilagan King Cowboy, obviously. He said he now understands, no, ito si Art de la Cruz, the need for him to do well. He helped in getting back their identity, according to Coach Louie in that game. Second, the biggest revelation for him of that game was Dennis Santos, who now understands what they need from him. Double-double performance. Coach Louie called it brilliant. Generally, it's really buying in the more competitive system, getting into the harder games. We need each other, and now they know it, said Coach Chris.
Thank you so much, Mika. So just, you know, even when you are on your 28th game of the season, you still find out a few things about your team.
Yeah, I mean, it's always an unending process. And that's why, a lot of coaches would always say, especially those who have been here long enough, it's at times unforgiving.
Yeah.
Because it's never ending. It's always a process. It never ends. And even after, when you're fortunate enough of holding that trophy, a few months later, it's back to another grind again, dealing with, especially in the professional level, wherein nagbabago yung mga muka, changes here and there, even in the college level, and it's dealing with different personalities, different types of people, different backgrounds. How do they blend together?
And there's just so many things.
So many variables.
Oo.
come
Na
into play.
makokontrol mo and mas marami ang hindi mo control.
Correct.
Magbabalik kami after this coach's challenge.
Ilagan Isabella's challenge was successful. There was no foul.
Sometimes you hate to be right.
Right. Kasi may good news and bad news. Yes, successful twice already. Ang bad news, wala na silang challenge.
Yeah. Yun nga, the teach walking away from that unhappy. 14 seconds, fresh 14 para dito sa Caloocan. 21 all. Cabanag for 3. No, Dyke with a rebound.
So that after that 13-0 start, this is a 21-8 run
No, ganda ng sagot.
by Ilagan.
J-Boy takes the jumper. No, rebound. Makoy Marcos. He puts it in. And one.
He has been a difference maker. Really changed the game that started with that spin move and layup way back in the first quarter. And this time, gets above the rim, gets it with two hands and finishes. May kasama pang foul.
And Makoy Marcos has a point to prove here. Ilagan had 4 players who went to the PBA draft, and only one was not drafted.
Sino yung apat na yun?
Dave Ando, Sean Quiteves, Gab Gomez,
Right.
and then Makoy Marcos.
Okay.
And 3 of them are now
Right.
with teams. Look at Makoy. Come up with the steal. Dyke to Coco Pingoy. Ilagan now in the lead, 24-21. Marcos. Spins, fade away, got it.
Why not? Might as well.
And Makoy Marcos, 12 points in the ball game. His status is now, he is a homegrown player of this team now.
Oh, really?
Oh, he has family in Isabela. That's a foul on Cabanag. So, ano na siya? He is a homegrown player.
That's
and
good to know.
That makes a difference as well because he gets an extra roster spot.
No, that's good news, obviously. But you know what's even better? Coming into this game, only averaging less than 5 points.
And
Now has
12.
12. And has made a big difference. Doon yung nabanggit natin of turning this game around after being down by 13. Now they are up.
And TH Tumalip, good line on the 3. Good line on the drive as well. Libreng-libre. Kita mo yun? Parang may runway.
Right?
May right of way. Right of way ba yun? Yung tawag yung ano doon?
Runway, right of way, whatever it is.
Construction.
Yeah.
Hindi ka pwede
Ayoko
magpagawa doon.
Ayoko puntahan yan, yung mga construction na yun.
Ayaw mo.
Ayoko.
Ayaw mo maging contractor.
Ayoko.
Sige. Tama.
Insurance lang ako.
TH Tumalip at the line. What a turnaround for the 5-star Cowboys here.
But this is a 19-point turnaround, as you see, Mrs. De La Cuesta, the wife of my favorite teammate, one of my favorite teammates, assistant coach Eric De La Cuesta.
And Dyke almost got the offensive rebound. Joko Tayongtong around the world. Turnover.
Yeah. Sometimes going around the world doesn't do you any good. Kung Japan ka lang, Japan ka lang. Kung Hong Kong ka lang. Pag sobrang dami mong pinupuntahan, minsan ganun na mangyayari. Turnover. Whatever that means.
Well, it did a lot of good for me, my friend. So,
It did?
yeah.
Okay. Good for you.
Few continents here and there the past few years. It's not bad. Dennis Santos is back on the floor. Coco.
Gusto ko sabihin, sana all pero sabihin ko na lang, ikaw na lang.
Ikaw nga, pa-Serbia na yun. Here's McCoy. Another jumper
Looks
from
good.
McCoy. Oh,
Yeah.
he gets the bounce. McCoy Marcos. Unreal first half. He has not taken a breather
I know.
since he came in.
What's the saying? I don't believe in luck, Sidel, but sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. He's been good the first 12 points. The last shot,
No,
the other.
He bagged in a 3 as well. Huh?
Right.
29 to 21. Travel. Si coach na naman ang tumawa.
Right. Palagi ko may tinatagong pito yan sa bulsa niya.
Oh, Coach Mike Sagigit needing some answers from his team here. 21 to 29. A big second quarter so far para dito sa Ilagan, Isabela. Coco. Dyke off one leg on that jumper. No good. I don't think the Caloocan has scored in the second quarter.
Yeah, as you see right now on your screens, scoreless
Yeah.
in the last 5 minutes.
No, wala pa. 0 in the second quarter.
Yeah. Halfway already. So, the second quarter, this is a 16-0 run. But after that, again, 13-0 run by Caloocan to start this game, it's been a 29-8 run.
Cabanag goes to Matias, ball knocked away. It's with Coco Pingoy. It continues to roll. Labas, galing sa labas si Ronnie Matias. Out of bounds.
So their effort does not get rewarded there. 3 orange shirts on the floor, trying to recover the loose ball. Irvin Palencia
Coco Pingoy limping. But again,
gets a standing O.
yeah, the effort from Coco.
Si Gumaru, local din to, di ba?
Oo.
Homegrown. Fouls to give.
Yeah, but next foul will be free throws para dito sa Cowboys.
Which I don't understand. There was no advantage created, but let alone it puts you over the limit on the next one.
Art, back to Don Don. Agent. Solis. Gumaru. Fade away from Don Don. He does not get the roll. Agawan sa rebound. Last touch.
Wala nang challenge.
Wala nang challenge.
Hindi na pwede.
Ubus na. 2 for 2 pa naman si Coach Louie.
Timeout si Coach Mike.
Coach Mike, his team has not scored here in the second quarter. Ilagan Isabela, on the other hand, 16 unanswered points. 4 minutes remaining here in the first half. We'll be right back. Makoy Marcos, perfect from the field, 6 of 6. 2 rebounds and 3 assists, who is really the catalyst of this comeback by Ilagan. Now they are in the lead, 29-21. But they needed someone off the bench because the starting unit really struggled big time in those opening exchanges here.
Well, they struggled so much they couldn't score the basketball, and now the tides have turned because Caloocan has yet to score in this quarter. And we mentioned McCoy Marcos and his brilliance so far. Him and J-Boy Solis, you know, yung plus-minus in plus 21, the highest so far in this game. And those two has been difference makers.
They have Caloocan has not brought back Romel Calahat after that strong
Start.
Yeah.
I don't know, is there something wrong?
I don't know. Irvin Palencia with a runner high off the glass.
That time, the right play. Kaya napilitan, tumawag na timeout si Coach Mike. No?
And Paul Sanga is whistled for the personal. So 2 free throws para kay Santos. So not sure about that as well.
Especially from Palencia and Paul Sanga that committed the 2 fouls. This was the fake pass to the corner. That's a classic move. And then Allen Iverson, high off the glass finish. But the last 2 fouls of Caloocan, unnecessary, really. Especially coming from your veterans.
Free throw of the game is brought to you by Extreme Appliances, ang subok at kompletong appliances brand ng Pilipinas. Split para kay Dennis Santos, 30-23 is the count. 3.5 minutes remaining here in the second period. Sanga, 10 seconds. 8 seconds. Valencia will drive again. Fade away. No. Rebound, J-Boy Solis. Binigay kay AJ Miranda. Solis will fire. Catch and shoot 3. No. Rebound, Valencia. Sanga will launch it. No. Art de la Cruz is actually ahead. The pass just a little too strong galing kay AJ Miranda.
Nakita niya mas maliit eh. You know, I thought it was the right pass, but De La Cruz couldn't handle it. Gumaru was actually wide open on the right corner. Led to a turnover.
Travel on Real Cervantes.
One of the few times I would say that move, that face basket rip-through move has been called this season. And I'm glad they finally call it.
30-23, the Cowboys requested for a timeout here. 2.5 minutes remaining in the second quarter. Coco Pigoy, Dennis Santos, and AJ Miranda. Look at these numbers. Coco actually came in, hit 3 3-pointers, and just allowed Ilagan Isabela to break away from Marikina in that ball game.
A game wherein the biggest lead was a month, 31 points. And obviously the numbers you saw from those 3, malaking bagay yun kung bakit hindi lang panalo ang nakuha nila. You know, magandang panalo pa.
30-23. Art. That's against his former teammate.
Masyadong mababa, no? Yung pasa couldn't handle that. And that's something that, you know, coaches hate. You know, off a timeout, galing ka sa Croquis, ends up as a turnover, empty possession.
Valencia. Oh, masyado malakas din yung pasa ni Irvin.
So 1 turnover deserves another, I guess.
Only 2 points. I hardly recognize this Caloocan team at the moment.
Yeah.
13 turnovers.
Yeah.
Hindi ko makilala.
I don't remember. If they don't score, just less than 2 minutes, they would probably be worse than Parañaque in Bulacan, scoring only 2 points in a quarter.
Oh, it's a foul.
I mean, we gotta check, but it certainly feels that way.
No, Mandaya has returned. Alan Santos will check in for the 5-star Cowboys in place of J-Boy Solis. And Coach Louie has talked about tightening his rotation. Kasi matagal din, over the course of the season, he's really given everyone a chance. No?
Well, so far has inserted a total of 10 players in this game, with each player playing at least 4 minutes and counting. Gumaru, Santos, the guys playing under 5 minutes so far. The rest more than that.
Valencia to Matias. The handoff to Manday. There's a switch now. Si De La Cruz nakabantay kay Manday. Manday off the bounce. Layup won't go. Rebound. It's with Manday. Blocked by Alan. Matias gets it out to Bonsubre. Manday for 3. Short. Rebound ni AJ Miranda. Gumaru will fire. Masyado malakas. Manday gets it back. Valencia. Constant movement here. Oh, Manday caught on 2 minds. He gets it back and he puts it in.
Maybe caught a little overpassing right there after missing a couple shots was Manday. At that time, yung tiwala na pinakita ni Ronnie Matias on the give and go. Gumaru, babawi ba?
Benny Santos unable to secure the offensive rebound. Manday, little gun shy there. Valencia, free throw line jumper doesn't work, and Santos with a rebound. Lowest output in a quarter by a team. 4 points by Quezon City. And Caloocan right now on the verge of tying that.
Yeah, they say records are meant to be broken. Trust me, this is a record you don't want to break.
31-25.
13 seconds remaining. Caloocan has a chance not to be a part of history.
Yeah, and
Yun ang pinaglalaban nila. Aside from trimming the lead, it's insane to me that this is only a 6-point lead. Considering Caloocan has only scored 2 points.
4.
4 points na?
Yeah, because Manday scored earlier.
Okay. So yun. I take it back. They will not be
Tabla lang. Tabla lang.
the record holder.
Yeah,
Lalo na kung mag-shoot sila rito.
Oh, nabitawan ng bola. May oras pa yung Ilagan dito. Gumaru will attack. Did not score as he improvised on that layup. But nonetheless, the 5-star Cowboys with a big second quarter performance against the Caloocan Batang Kankalu, who struggled big time in that period. An 18-4 quarter for Ilagan, and they lead by 6 at the end of the first half.
That for Diego.
Pero mintis, dalawang free throw, ha? Oh, what a pass! Biggs Pascual setting up Kit Jimenez.
This has got to be one of the best games, if not the best game, that we've seen from Mix Pascual. Good decision making right there, but you got to catch up on the other end.
Defense once again. Ugsang at the post. Fading away. Oh my goodness, Reeve Ugsang. How about that?
If your key player is down, it's the role players that take over. Rivugsan this time, after giving that pass earlier to Mark Meneses, decides I'm gonna take on this one, taking on 3 white shirts, fading away, knocking it down to the delight of the Cebu Greats bench.
Sazon, Yambing will slam it down. Was actually asking for the lob. guy could really jump out of a building. So si Rin William Bing.
Nice little pocket pass delivered there by Ives Sazon. It's still a slam for Rin William Bing. One hand flush as he brought back yung kanyang cornrows for this game.
You don't want to see going as well. Tandaan natin. Oh, what a move!
Grabe yun. And Mac Talio able to score.
In and out with the left hand and that right hand finish, leaving the defense on the dust. Mac Talio at his best, breaking down primary defenders.
Napako na sa 64 points. Rodel Gravera will slam it down with two hands.
He pretty much deserves that moment, itong si Rodel Gravera. He's just been a guy that they pull off the bench and always gives positive results. He never runs out of effort. It was a foot race with Migs Pascual, and Migs was not gonna challenge that. And Rodel Gravera, a very quiet, athletic guy.
At nauuna siya dito, Farito will slam it down with his left hand.
He is in a zone. Christian Pajarito has made this Voyagers team and this Cuneta Astrodome as his playground tonight, showing us everything that he can do on the floor. Left hand jam puts in that exclamation on the kind of game that Christian has played.
Missing the second. Davao, chance to win it. Escobedo inside the pass. Escocio scores! 0.7 seconds remaining. Val City calls timeout. What a play there by the Davao Occidental Tigers.
Well, they quickly ran the other way and trying to attack, understanding the time that was left, that front end miss.
About a 4-second differential between shot and game clock.
That is enough time.
Roy Sumang attacks, pulling up. Money on a mid-range jumper.
They got time.
But still a two-possession game. Hamon, a second remaining. And that's gonna do it. Zamboanga. How about Roy Sumang? Struggling all game long with his shot. Delivers the dagger for the Zamboanga Sikat.
The dagger against June Manso, no problem. Little step back, and that basket made just in time to give them the lead and eventually the game.
Basilan with 7 steals compared to 8 naman for Ilagan Isabela. Alex Cabagno drives baseline. Oh! Had that tough angle but had the wits in English to will that one through.
Oh boy, what an incredible shot make by the Crunchman. Santos was trying to keep in step with him all the way to the hoop. Took it to the other side with a much more difficult attempt. Was able to use that offhand to keep Santos from getting in front of him. But still, the magnitude of the difficulty of the shot.
He has post start para dito sa Sarangani.
Oh! One-handed throwdown right out of the gates from Simon Sandagon.
Simon Sandagon in his last 2-3 games has really sent out a statement that he is laser focused to try and bring a title for the Quezon Huskers this season.
That came out of nowhere. Simon Sandagon announcing his entry.
halftime dito sa Caloocan Sports Complex kung saan ang Ilagan Isabela 5-star Cowboys with a 6-point lead against the Caloocan Batang Kangkalu. And Caloocan actually got off a 13-0 start before the 5-star Cowboys pretty much woke up and really just ramped up their effort, forcing a lot of turnovers. And kahit they were down in the rebounding department, only 13 rebounds, but you're up by 6. That is just a pretty, parang medyo statistical anomaly yung ganun na minus 15 ka, pero
Tama, no? And, nagising, itong Ilagan Isabela after that 13-0 run by Caloocan, and needed two things. Number one, their bench led by McCoy Marcos, had 14, completely turned things around as soon as he came in, scored right away. It was a difference, playmaking, rebounding, defending. Second, they got to the line a lot compared to Batang Kangkalu, which Caloocan only got there 3 times, while Ilagan got there 11 times and made 6. And guess what? They opened up the quarter, picking up where they left off, extending this lead to 8.
33-25 now. Kayungtong against AJ Miranda, dribbled it off his foot, stepping on the line. Brian Enriquez.
So the turnovers continue to pile up. You just saw, on your screens a couple minutes ago na ang turnovers ng Caloocan. A big factor kung bakit na down sila kaagad. That was turnover number 15.
J-Boy Solis has been pretty effective ever since he came in. Miranda will take the jumper. Wala. Rebound. Nandun si J-Boy. Gets another crack at it. Ajem. 2 misses by AJ Miranda. He has struggled in this ball game. So AJ Miranda has yet to score. 0 for 3 so far. There's -9 in that first half.
After scoring 17, was the second leading scorer in the last game versus Marikina. Enriquez to the cup. Wala.
Art de la Cruz with a rebound. Took hands by Enriquez. Tumalip will get to this. No. Ronnie Matias unable to control that basketball. Pasalamat muna tayo kay Kong Oka Malapitan, kay Kong Dean Asisto, and Mayor Along Malapitan, who was outside kanina as I grabbed the quick bite.
Galing ng timing mo talaga eh. Galing. Tsaka nag-shift na yung mood mo eh.
Nagbago ba?
Yes.
Nagbago?
Iba talaga nagagawa ng pagkain.
Maraming salamat dyan sa mga friends natin sa Mayor's Lounge
Yes.
ng Caloocan Sports Complex, by the way. Inside, Art de la Cruz able to score.
I mean,
ang lakas ng volume dun eh.
I mean, if you were a basketball player, I would give you the nickname The Blender.
The Blender? Wow!
Ang bilis mo kumain eh. Tulad nito, ang bilis din ni AJ Miranda, pero mas mabilis si Manday.
Wow! Jeff Manday, where did he come from?
From behind.
Out of nowhere. Tayong Tong was not happy with the call, but Manday not giving up. And if this game goes down the wire, that we can go back to that play as well. Art de la Cruz, no. Manday saves it to Matias. Here comes Jeff Manday. Ball knocked away by Art de la Cruz.
Well, even with Ilagan having the younger legs, because Caloocan has more veterans, older players, I think Caloocan can push the pace, especially being down by 10. Pero ito, Ilagan with numbers, and they will score? No. Rimmed out.
2 missed layups for the 5-star Cowboys, and Casin could not knock it down. Rebounding Dennis Santos. Art de la Cruz. Santos is open. Gets it to AJ Miranda. Atake sa gitna. Bigay kay J-Boy Solis. Santos, the step back three. It's good. I like the flow of that Ilagan offense. Ball moving around. Finding the open man in Dennis Santos. Joko. Bigay kay Kalahat inside. That doesn't work. Ilagan off and running. Solis turns around and finds AJ Miranda for two.
Strike oppose. J-Boy Solis. Strike oppose. You deserve it. May not be a top 10 plays of the week, but certainly a top 3 pose of the week.
Fast break of the game is brought to you by Extreme X-Play on-the-go speaker.
Look at J-Boy Solis.
Take your music anywhere. May halong swerte.
Tingnan mo. Ayan, meron pa yan eh. May follow-through pa yan eh kung susundan ng camera.
AJ Miranda hurt in that move right there. We have a timeout. 15-point lead for Ilagan. Back inside the Caloocan Sports Complex, getting cozy.
I know.
Getting cozy, and then you get to...
You know what I want to say? Even though it's not a slam dunk competition, after seeing that,
I know.
let's go home!
Kicks are fan of the game, born for greatness. Grabe, namumuro yung cameraman natin dito. Tsaka sila Direk, namumuro kayo ngayong gabi, ha? Ganadong ganado.
Palagay ko yung mga cameramen natin, mga bigo sa pag-ibig.
Feeling mo?
Feeling ko lang.
Hindi naman siguro. And Joko Taiton breaks the drought. Oh, tagal din. No, ng drought na yun. Almost 5 minutes again. The last quarter, the minute and 13 mark of that second period.
Nasasanay na sa El Nino itong laro nito ang Caloocan.
Dyke with the attack. He is blocked by Jun Bunsubre.
2 beses na yun, no, Sedelf? Na 5 minuto, scoreless sila. Tulad ng binasa mo.
That is the reason why they are down by 13. Coach Louie will use this timeout. Lamang ang kanyang koponan ng 13 points. Caloocan Batang Kankalu, they still have 3 games after this one. And that is 3 games in a space of a week, by the way. Zamboanga, Sarangani, and then Pangasinan. That's a tough schedule right there.
And you're talking about going up against 2 playoff teams, the other fighting for a play-in spot in Sarangani. So obviously, life doesn't get easier for Caloocan, who has struggled mightily in this game after that quick start in the first 5 minutes of this ballgame.
Offensive rebound, nakuha pa ng Ilagan dito. Gumaru gets it to J-Boy Solis, natapik ni Kasin. Gumaru gets it back. They have plenty of time on the shot clock. They go to Dyke, pinapahirapan ni Bunsubre. Solis, back to Dyke. Plenty of time on the shot clock. Nabitawan. Picked up by Bunsubre, who's been terrific on the defensive end for Caloocan. Cabanag will drive. The kick out to Kasin. He'll launch a 3. That doesn't drop. That's a foul on Jun Bunsubre. Parang may takipang ring dito sa Caloocan.
On both sides.
Actually.
And that's unusual since they are the home team. Usually yung home team, syempre sanay na. Nag-ensayo dito yan, maybe a couple days before.
Tumalip. Bonsubre knocks that ball away. Even him giving Mark Dyke a hard time, even getting the ball. Gumaru. Nice pass inside. J-Boy, count the basket plus the foul. Patient there.
Right?
Five-star Cowboys.
Uses the shot fake as he was the recipient of the pass right here underneath the rim and goes to the other side to protect that layup, using the rim as a protection to prevent the block.
Solis, 7 points and 3 rebounds. Tayong Tong with a jumper.
Well contested by Tumalip.
43-27. Santos gets it to J-Boy Solis. Back to Dennis. Clock. Dennis. Fade away. That doesn't work. Rebound to Jeremy Cabana. He is fouled on the way to the cup.
Now, I thought Solis had a great chance of getting the rebound. Siya lang ang tumalon dun but instead goes for the tap behind and it went to the wrong hands. Kay Cabanag napunta yung bola. Immediately saw an opening and then na-foul siya.
2 free throws, Jeremy Cabana.
I'd like to thank LGR, the official outfitter of the MPBL. Cabana misses the first free throw.
You should thank LGR.
Yeah.
Yeah, like ikaw, sa'yo mismo.
Talaga?
Oh!
Ikaw din naman
Ha?
Malapit na.
Yan.
Hindi pa binabalik si dito Makoy I'm looking forward to seeing him back on the floor after 14 points in the first half.
Right. 4 minutes or 6 minutes in already with 4 minutes remaining. No signs of him, at least.
Well, they're playing well, though. Without him on the floor. Santos. Step back 3 from... That's 18 points ang lamang dito ng Ilagan.
Foul off the ball as Cervantes was trying to seal.
No, Bonsubre.
Bonsubre, rather.
3-point shot is brought to the Extreme One-Stop Shop Appliances.
Pump fake. One dribble to the left. Swoosh.
Grabe yun. Hirap na tira yun.
Shot clock 18 seconds.